This is a real podcast. You know why? Because it's the Loft Party podcast. I'm just saying.
The views and opinions expressed by the Loft Party Podcast panel participants and guests do not necessarily reflect those of the Good Times of Good People Company, the host, or its sponsors.
Just not getting it.
Welcome everybody out there in podcast land. The Good Times of Good People Company proudly presents the Loft Party Podcast, where it is always about good times, good people, and good talk. Now that you've received your invitation, the best way to let us know that you're in attendance is to download the party or become official by joining us on Facebook, subscribing on YouTube, iTunes Podcasts, or Google Play Podcasts. Good. Thanks for joining us. Grab a cocktail, light a cigar, or whatever you like to smoke. Share us with your friends, and make yourself at home. I'm your host and moderator, Rio, and let's introduce today's panel.
That's how
we're ready.
Going. That's how are we on yet?
We're on. I'm just waiting to actually start the show.
I heard this was the Loft Party
Podcast.
Yeah, turn that shit on.
podcast.
All right, so
Yeah.
let me get the formalities out the way,
I'm already
and then. Really, already in progress. Hey out there in podcast land, I'm your host Rio, and welcome to the Loft Party Podcast, episode 84, talking all that jazz. Today with our special guest, Kansas City jazz legend Max Groove. But before we get too deep, let's
Sounds
introduce.
like a porn star name.
It kinda, but we'll get into that.
That was another part of my life.
There we go.
That was the first chapter.
Yeah.
Band was called Moxie then. I had a lot of it.
Let's introduce today's panel.
He split that.
It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those shows, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be one of those shows. All right, so. Today's panel, I've got my returning champion, Chris O'Connor. He's the owner of Liquid Night Entertainment and Investments, as well as having some interest in J. Rigger Whiskey and Office Works. I've got Big Dave Elliott. He's the owner of C&P Construction. I've got Brian Mass. He's marketing analyst for True Media, and our personal brain Mass. Right. And of course, I've got Lane Boland, one half of the Brothers Grimm, aka the Money and the Honey, and of course, he is the money. And our very special guest today, Max Groove. Welcome, Max. How are we today?
Oh my God, what the hell did I get into?
Hey.
You didn't tell me about this.
We're not even loading.
Right off the bat. You know what? What really kills me is there's nothing but cigars, good booze, but no drugs.
Or women.
Now, what's the deal here? I'm on the third floor. I almost killed myself walking up the fucking steps because I'm a fat man. And I already walked my 3 miles today. Hey, man, thank you for having me, guys. This is outstanding.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for being here. When I ran into you, I was like, oh my God, that's Max. I hadn't seen you in years.
I'm still doing it. After all these years.
Still at it.
Whoa.
Yeah, see?
Look out. Look out, cows.
All right, so, before we get too deep, let's talk about important things. And of course, by important things, I do mean what are we smoking and what are we drinking.
And when are we getting the models up here?
Hey. Don't let me start the year off by saying Lane. Because you know.
Had I known.
Yeah, we could have brought them.
See.
Let me make a call.
It's gonna be one of these shows. I'm not gonna get through the show. I noticed. All right, so what we're drinking today, ladies and gentlemen, out there in podcast land, in honor of Max, we're drinking what's called a Negroni. Ounce of gin. It's an ounce of gin.
Good gin.
Ounce of Campari. Ounce of sweet vermouth. A little orange slice. You stir in a glass with ice. Negroni.
Who makes it? Tangerine?
No, the guy who invented Tanqueray gin invented the Tanqueray.
He's making
invented
the
the gin for the rigger. The only other gin he's ever made.
Oh, that's an honor.
It is.
Yeah,
That's top notch, man.
Mario, why do
So I go to my friend's house and I do drink Rigger occasionally because he doesn't have Sapphire.
Only when
This
I
is
can't
why.
find anything else.
Well, he's a friend of mine.
He is.
He put a nickel in your pocket.
I'm getting
32 cents, actually.
Okay. All right, so
It's like,
now we know what we're drinking. What are we smoking? That's our obvious next question.
Well, I don't know. I don't see any oil. I don't see any marijuana. I don't see shit, man. I bet a bunch of big fat stogies.
I refer all.
Those are nasty.
all questions
Look at that
to
motherfucker. Look at that. That is one nasty looking ass cigar.
This is what we do.
Sure got a pretty cigar.
I'm looking at my watch, ladies and gentlemen, out there, podcast land. This is going off the rails fast.
I'm sorry, you're the one that invited me, right?
No, absolutely. You're damn right I did.
And you haven't even asked me any questions yet, so I
we
can
haven't
tell you
even
some
gotten
really
to-
horror stories.
We haven't
that
even
you
gotten
love.
to the question part of the show yet.
That's why this is so awesome.
Man, this is a real podcast. You know why? Because it's the Loft Party podcast.
And thank
I'm
you.
just saying.
You know what? We may wind up using that clip.
Yeah.
Thank you, Max.
I'll give it to you
appreciate
anytime.
All right, let me do a quick RIP, only because only a couple people at this table and a lot of people out there in podcast land will know exactly who this person is, although you won't know them by name. So RIP to Alfie Curtis is his name. He passed away at 87. He played Cornelius Azan in Star Wars. Of course, most of you by name won't know who that is. But that's the guy who came up and tried to start some shit with Luke Skywalker in the cantina. It was like he was wanted and he's got the death penalty on 12 systems. And so that guy with the pig nose who was trying to...
Don't serve your kind.
Yeah, exactly. Since we've done happy RIPs, now we do happy birthdays.
I got the RIP.
Oh, that's right. You did have an RIP. You did have an RIP. Yes.
Number one, we got Jorge Patron.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Just passed.
Yeah.
Master Cigar.
Master cigar maker.
maker. Some of the best cigars in the land. Jorge. Then we also have the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, they are
who lost
dead.
the game due to some ref that was going to retire, that was hooked up with some bookie in Las Vegas.
Hey,
That's all I gotta say.
Tuesday.
all I have to say is I want 6 Chief Paul Bears when I die, so they can let me down one more time.
Just saying, the line was huge. That guy was brought. I'm telling you, it was a bookie game. It was the bookie
Is that you
game.
that sent that to me? That's sad, man. Do we really want to go there? That is so pitiful.
Well-
Can we really handle the truth? No, we can't. Because they let us down.
Again.
One more time.
Yeesh.
I think
They
this,
let us
I think this was
down.
strategic on the
Them
Eagles' part
fucking clowns.
to put Andy Reid with the Chiefs, because the Chiefs are the only team capable of beating the Eagles, and Reid is famous for never winning a Super Bowl.
That is true.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
This
So,
guy-
Happy birthday.
all right.
Why?
Yeah, we've done RIPs. Now we do our happy
Hey, by the way,
birthday.
I just had a birthday. Thank you.
Hey, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Yeah, happy
Christmas Eve, December 24th.
belated. Happy belated.
I'm gonna piss on you. Kelly was born today.
You're going to piss at him?
R. Kelly's gonna piss on you.
You know what? He's an old friend of mine, actually. I stole his. We did a show where we opened for him. And I stole this big fur jacket, and I swear to God, it's sound check. And I said, "Hey man, let me see that. That's beautiful." We were giving each other shit.
Right.
And I threw it around me, and I ran around the stage like an idiot. And he's running after me. We're all laughing our asses off. Just
You
to
stole
short
R. Kelly's fur jacket.
I gave it back to him. His thugs found it in the dressing room with me, you know.
Let me-
Right.
Let me get through at least a couple of these birthdays. Right.
Oh, you sing me happy birthday? Why?
No, more for
What? What?
Happy
Huh?
birthday to me.
But how about Elvis?
President.
What about it?
It's Elvis's birthday.
When?
Today.
Today.
Happy birthday. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you very
So
much.
I actually, when I was going through, I was
Who's got
kind
the
of
mic in it?
I was kind of tripping out on 2 things. One, there have been 3 Project Runway people die in the last year. which is just odd coincidence to say the least.
Suicide?
I don't even know
Did
what
they
happened.
piss off Hillary and Bill?
I have no idea what happened.
I'm just
But
At least Hillary.
the other thing that I thought was interesting.
Heroin overdose,
Possibly.
suicide,
Possibly.
and maybe AIDS.
No, not on Project Runway. Who died?
Yeah, it was just contestants. Yeah, but it was that. Yeah, 3 different contestants passed away in 2017 from Project Runway. I just like that was the craziest thing I had seen. I was
We've
like,
had some Kansas City people on the show.
yeah.
And they wanted me to be on it. I told them no after I heard that.
Oh God!
And they said no when they saw your wardrobe. So.
Oh my god! All right, so
Why does this model look like Hank Hill?
happy birthday to Elvis Presley. Let's move this forward.
What in the hell?
David Bowie.
David Bowie. The late great.
We found out friend to our guest, and hey, no side comments that haven't already been made. R. Kelly, it's his birthday day.
Howdy.
Brandmass, Stephen Hawking's birthday is today.
Oh, there you go.
And for the rest of us that weren't Brandmasses, Rey Mysterio Jr., the wrestler, his birthday today. Yeah, the Luchador's birthday is today.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, with all that said, and before we have more outbursts, we'll be right back.
Where we going?
Hey, you can search for the Loft Party Podcast on iTunes Podcasts, Google Play Podcasts, and on our Good Times with Good People YouTube channel. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, tweet us on Twitter, and if you like the content we provide, donate to us on Patreon. www.patreon.com/Loft Party Podcast. You can find all of our links below. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. We are back, and before we get too deep, let's play a quick party game. So we're going to go around the table really quick, but we're going to start with our special guest. And the party game question is, if you can witness one event of the past, present, or possible future, what would that event be?
Maybe get Monica giving Bill a blowjob.
Kinky.
That's actually.
It depends on what your definition.
I was not
is.
expecting that, but that was perfect and hilariously funny.
But I'm just saying, I can't help it. I'm a perv. I don't mean to be. It's just the thought of that.
Hey, wait, Max.
She was really
That's
looking.
that's not called being a perv. That's a voyeur.
Oh, I'm a voyeur.
Okay.
See?
Howdy.
Doesn't that feel a lot better?
Yes, it does. Because right here on the Loft Party Podcast, I fucking came out.
You did.
I did, man.
It's cleansing.
As a
Oh, this is healthy.
As a voyeur, hey, pause. As a voyeur out there.
Now I may have to confess some other shit. Open up, man. You guys are you're tapping some good stuff out of me. Thank you. This is good energy.
Yeah.
My butt is itching.
We tried to. Wow. Okay. Big Dave, any events you would like to witness in the past?
I would like to see, a lot of people here know I got my eye shot out. You shoot your eye out, kid. I was one of those kids. And I was laid up for a whole first semester of 4th grade in bed. And I got the Apollo rocket model, and I got to make it, and lunar module went in it, and all the decals and everything went
Was
on
this
it.
about, you remember you told
True
me
story.
that he'll talk forever on a story? Is this one of those things?
It's possible.
What I would like to have seen was been through Cape Canaveral for the Apollo 11 liftoff.
That's
a good one.
Yeah, it is. That's a good one. Didn't see that coming.
Man. I don't know. I think seeing Monica suck Bill's dicks a little. That's more interesting. I'm sorry. I mean, I love you, man.
I would have liked to watch Monica
I'm
suck
trying to
Hillary's
keep it
dick.
clean. And it's not easy.
Oh, don't be stupid.
Nobody got
It's
that?
not you trying to make it clean. Come on. They already told on you earlier.
Can I go next?
Of course.
Because before you even said that, the thing I was thinking was I would either like to see, or at least be part of the space race. I just kind of think of that as an event.
Yeah.
Whatever was significant in there, either that or the next space race.
Yes.
So past or
Mars?
future, one of those two.
Yeah,
if it's
usually.
Mars, maybe it's Mars. Maybe it'll be something
No,
else we don't
no,
know.
no,
I
no.
think it will be Mars.
No.
But just some. I want to see
Jupiter.
That Elon
like
Musk
kind of a
stuff,
clean.
or-
I mean, clean
more
fight, right?
practical
But
mission
two
than
countries
Mars.
just like trying to make something big happen. I think would be
How
awesome.
cool is that, dog?
Awesome.
You're out.
See, that's the scene.
And I watched Hidden Figures last night.
I was just gonna say, I know you like that movie.
Since the last time we watched it when
Right.
it came out. And
Right.
it
What was it?
Hidden Figures. Awesome movie. It's about, I guess it's part of the space race. I don't know.
Yeah, it was the women, before there was such a thing as a computer, there were,
Actually called computers.
NASA had these rooms full of women they called computers that did the math
Right.
to launch these rockets into space.
Yeah, really good.
Wow, that's intense. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I remember seeing
Yeah.
thing about that.
Really great. Love to be part of
And
at least see a space
I
race
couldn't
of some sort.
believe it that there was a movie basically about math that I could say, Brian, you want to go to a movie?
The Wolf of Wall Street. That's all about math.
No, it's all about money.
Another really good one.
Making it.
Another fantastic.
Nobody was talking
movie.
about Pythagorean's theorem in the Wolf of Wall Street or other theorems. You got an event?
Next break, we need to get Max
Sure.
need to get Max a drink.
I felt like I could watch Monica and Bill from a Craigslist ad, so I'm going to avoid that.
Nice.
I would love
my
to
God.
know and see the day of my death.
Huh.
I would love to know when it's going to happen, when the whole shit went
So
down.
you actually
and-
want to know the day and
I
time.
do. I think it'd be really fun. Then
Yeah.
I'd have a fucking blast in between. Wouldn't have to worry about jack shit and have a great
Now,
time.
wait a minute.
Okay.
There's a little bit of anxiety that's going to come along with
I
that.
would have no problem with it. The day that it happens, I'm like, sweet. I've been living for this moment forever. I'm all good. This is the time.
This is
I
the
wouldn't be
day.
surprised. Sorry.
Be a blast. I'd have
Yeah,
so
I'm
much
with you.
fun up
I
until
wouldn't
then.
be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be freaking awesome. Everything you did up to that would be super fun.
All right.
So yeah,
Yeah. Hey,
I'm a
man.
fan of that.
Unless it's at like 9
And I don't
Guess
have to
some reason.
see Monica Lewinsky in a cigar, which I've never.
Oh, come on. You don't want to know the truth?
Actually, I would like to see Monica Lewinsky with a cigar. I'd like to be holding it.
Mine is about 40 pounds.
I actually want to go to the future as well, but I want to go to the first day that the Loft Party podcast or whatever it morphs into is a nationally televised show, and I'm getting about $5 million to do this for
It'll
some
be
network.
Showtime After Dark.
Some to do this for some network, and that's the day I
Tom
want.
Joyner type thing?
Or
beyond.
maybe a little bluer than Tom Joyner's more
Well,
Tom
they're being
Joyner,
girls.
Well, fuck yeah!
but yes.
You realize none of the panel will be on, this panel will be on his show. He will get rid of every one of them.
No,
Well, you
that
know,
is
you won't certainly have me as a
absolutely
fucking
not true.
I'll be there.
That's absolutely
Do
not
we get
true.
like a weekly
gone.
wet t-shirt model, right?
We can work that in the
To
contract.
display the new
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah,
Right, because I do, as you can see, Max, I do merch for my
Chris
company and
pours
the show.
We have merchandise.
a thing of water on it.
Good times with good people.
Oh, does that mean you're going to turn me on to a big ass sweatshirt?
Hey, you are more than welcome
Oh,
to
man.
buy as many big ass sweatshirts
Really,
as
man?
you
I was
want.
going to turn you on to some CDs, but you know what? You can certainly buy any one of those that you want.
My man.
Thank you very much.
Capitalist to your heart.
I know hard, man.
Hey, but with all that said,
All right.
we'll be right back. Hey out there in podcast land, we would not be doing our duty if we didn't acknowledge the sponsors of the Loft Party Podcast, the Majestic Restaurant and Jazz Club, and the Majestic's Pendergast Club. The Majestic carries on Kansas City's tradition of great food and jazz. Let them show you why they are the classic Kansas City steakhouse experience. 931 Broadway, just 3 blocks from the Kansas City Convention Center. J. Rieger and Company, a Kansas City distillery. Whether whiskey, gin, or vodka, neat or on the rocks, J. Rieger, Kansas City, sipping good since 1887. C&P Construction, Kansas City's premier wood framers. 50 years of quality framing and craftsmanship. Just email david.cnpservice@gmail.com and start building something new today. And our friend and frequent guest, Lane Boland. Thank you all for all that you do.